as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Aggies about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Gore. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Gore. Quarterback adapted. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Aggies will try to move the chains on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Upside down. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Oregon State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They try to pop a run on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Here's some pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Vega. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Some misdirection with the counter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gore. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Now improvising. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time. It makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. they'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Gore. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time on target. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got one on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The kick is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Gore. Stands in and takes the hit. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Galladay. And
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Vega. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Gore. Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Appalachia. State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The hand to the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going to swing it on second down. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics, but make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got 98 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Razorbacks are on the move. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On target to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. You use your will. That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.